So today we are going to look at valuation of debenture. Valuation of debenture, and this is financial management. And we are going to do an illustration here, that is CPA intermediate. CPA intermediate, April 2023. April 2023, question number 2C. If you don't have the paper, you can just request. I will send you the whole package of the papers. And the question reads, Umi Limited is contemplating to issue 8% bond redeemable at shillings 100 per value in 3 years' time. Alternatively, each bond may be converted on that date into 30 ordinary shares of the company. The current market price per share is shillings 3.3, and this is expected to grow at a rate of 5% per annum. Okay. So here we have the bond. The bond, the interest rate is 80%, and the par value is 100. Then there is an option to convert this bond into 30 ordinary shares. And the current market price per share is shillings 3.3. This is expected to grow at the rate of 5% per annum. The company's cost of debt is 6% per annum. Complete the following. 1. The market value of the bond, assuming conversion occur after 3 years. Then the floor value of the bond, alafu the conversion premium per share. Let's do it. We start with the market value. The market value of bond. And this is the formula for the market value. We say it is the interest times present value interest factor of annuity. Then we add conversion value times present value interest factor at the end of the period. For the interest, we use annuity because this is something recurring. It is something frequent. Whereas for conversion, we use PVIF at the end because this is a terminal figure. This is a figure that is being realized only once. Let's go. Therefore, my interest, remember the bond is issued at 8%, meaning this is the rate of interest. We multiply by par value so that we can get interest amount. Interest is given by the interest rate. This is the borrowing rate times what you have borrowed. You have borrowed 100. Then we multiply by present value interest factor. This factor you can read it from table or you compute it using the formula. Present value interest factor is given by 1 minus into bracket 1 plus that rate or cost of capital power negative n or over the cost of capital. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we have 1 minus into brackets 1. My cost of capital or the rate of return for this debt is 6%. So it is 6 over 100. Remember, we have been told that it can be redeemed at or in 3 years' time, meaning here my N is 3 years. Then these are, you repeat it down here, that is 0.06. This one will give you the interest factor of annuity, the interest factor of this annuity. So we take 1 plus 6%, we raise it to power negative 3, 1 minus that answer, then answer divided by 0.06. I'm getting 2.6730, meaning here, I'm going to record that figure here, 2.6730. Now that is my PVIF. Then I add my conversion value. Let's compute now the conversion value. The conversion value. And this is how we compute conversion value. Conversion value is given by future market price per share. I multiply by the conversion ratio. Conversion ratio. And this future market price, this future market price per share is equals to, remember we are converting the bond into shares. So this future market price is given by the current market price per share, 1 plus growth, the number of years. How long does it take for you to convert it? My current price, according to the question, we are being told the current market price per share is shillings 3.3. That is the current market price. Then 1 plus growth. We are being told that this is expected to grow at a rate of 5%. So I'm going to add 5%, and it is taking 3 years. If you do that accurately, you'll find around 3.82 per share. Shillings 3.82 per share. Now, this is the future price of share. And this is the price that we will use to convert the bond. And therefore, conversion value is equal to, conversion value is equal to, take that future price, we multiply by the conversion ratio. My conversion ratio, according to question I'm being told, the bond may be converted on that date into 30 ordinary shares. So I multiply by 30 ordinary shares to get the conversion value of my bond. If you do it accurately, tell me the answer. Give me the answer there. Yes, give me the answer. Shillings 114.6. Very true. This is the conversion value of the bond. Having done that, we now come back to our formula here. So I'm going to insert this figure there. This is 114.6. I multiply by present value interest factor now. Remember, this is the conversion value. Now I multiply with PVIF. And this PVIF, we are talking of PVIF at the end of the period. And we have this formula. We have this formula. of computing the PVIF, present value interest factor, is given by, it is very simple, 1 plus R power negative n. And remember, this negative n is the number of years. R is the cost of capital. R is the cost of capital. This gives you 1 plus, my R is 6%, my N is 3, so I take it to be negative 3. When you do it accurately, you are going to get 0.8396. 0.8396. So bring it here. 0.8396. Now compute that market value of the bond. Interest, PVIF, plus conversion value, PVIF. Compute. Yes, give me the value there. Give me the value there. Shillings 117.6. Very true. That is the market value of the bond. Roman 2 of the question, we are being told to compute the floor value. The floor value, remember, floor value is the minimum price. The minimum price that an investor can bid. Investor can bid for this bond. And therefore, floor value is given by, we take interest times present value interest factor of annuity. Then we add par value times present value interest factor. As you can see, anywhere you are touching interest, it must be discounted using the annuity figure, annuity factor, because interest is something that is recurring, it is annual. Whereas per value, it occurs only once. So remember, this is the same bond, and therefore my figures there are 8% multiplied by 100 to get the interest. Then I discount that using my discounting factor, which is 2.6730. So the first part doesn't change. The second part is the one that changed, because now instead of 114, I'm going to use 100, that is the par value. Then I discount using the discounting factor 0.8396. Discounting factor does not change. Discounting factor remains the same. So that one will be my floor value of the bond. Get 8%, multiply this by 100 times 2.6730. I add it to 100 times 0.8396. I'm getting shillings 105.34. That is the floor value. And as the word suggests, the floor value should be lower than the market value. You can see market value is 117, floor value is 105. At times, you might be required to compute the premium. Premium is the difference between the market value and the bond value. So if I was to compute the premium, I just take 117 0.6, I minus 105. I'm getting a premium of shillings 12.256. When you round it off, you get 12.26. That is the premium. If they want premium per share, you just take that total premium divided by the number of shares. In our question, the number of shares were 30. So I just take 12.26 divided by 30 to get a premium of shillings 0.41. So I'm saying, if they need you to calculate the premium, you just get to the difference between market value and the floor value. Market value and the floor value. And basically, that is how we value the bond. So, if the bond was redeemable, here instead of using the conversion value, I would have used the redemption value. Here at the top conversion value, I just replace it with the redemption value, and the process continues.